Coach, that last 11 seconds, what are you guys trying to draw up there?
We were just trying to get Dot with his right hand going downhill. You know, I got to watch the tape, but he actually got a decent look in that situation. He was off balance a little bit, but you know, obviously he didn't make it. But that was about the best I thought we could hope for in that particular situation. So we were going to sub Doak in for weak side board, and he goes to check in, and the scores table says he didn't come far enough, so we didn't let him check in. So we just told him just to take it and go.
What was Villanova doing that made you guys have some issues throughout the whole game?
Defensively, I think they're a good defensive team, very good. And I think that we missed a lot of bunnies, a lot. I think they missed some threes that they would normally probably make a higher percentage. So even though both teams, I think, are good defensive teams, I think that both offenses help the defensive team look better. But you know, they're a good team, but we got the ball in tight quite a bit and didn't convert near as much as we should.
You knew they were going to shoot a bunch of threes. Explain, or how do you think your perimeter defense played?
You know, that was one of our main priorities, is pressing up on the three-point line and making them drive off. And I think during the game, we just kind of had our highs and lows of making sure that happened as far as running them off the line and making them drive. When we started off the game, I think we did a strong job of doing that. And then later on, we kind of relaxed, but we made sure it was a priority through the second half and towards the end of the game.
Bill, Jay talked about how much it takes to come to play in a game like this, in an environment like this, after finals around this time of year. How much do you think the game like this can help you moving forward?
Well, this is an important game, but Jay's very hopeful. He plays in a lot more bigger games than this, and I'm very hopeful of the same thing. And this would be a great game to win, obviously, for seeding purposes for both teams. But in the big scheme of things, I think that our team benefited from playing this game. I think our team got better today. I think playing without Marcus, who's been our most consistent player, and the two freshmen that had to play down the stretch, I thought they both did a pretty good job. So there were some things about the game that I thought was positive for us growing up, even though the outcome wasn't great. But you know, I always think we like playing the last game before break on the road for NCAA rule purposes, because that can obviously help get kids home. But it's not an easy game, though. It is a hard game.
What's this place like to play in? I mean, you were, I guess, a dozen years ago when it was snowing, but is this a tougher environment, this crowd, and this building?
Well, I had forgot about the game in 2005 until Dana O'Neill did a story that chronicled every possession of that second half, and when they went on a 34-6 run, which I had totally forgotten about. I still have tics about it, but I thought that I think the crowd was great. You know, we like playing in these environments, and we would be disappointed if we came up here and it wasn't like this. So I thought the crowd was good.
Ochai, what was it like not having Marcus in the game?
You know, definitely seeing him go down in the first half kind of brought our team down, but you know, it was hard. Our leading defender, he was talking to us, you know, throughout the second half and when he was out there. So it was a tough loss, but still having him there to support us throughout the rest of the game was good.
Coach, do you know the outlook for Marcus yet?
No, he's you know, he's our toughest kid, and these guys would agree with me on that. So when, you know, if he says he can't play, then it's probably not good. But I don't think it's going to be something that hopefully, you know, drags out to conference play. But you know, we don't know yet.
Bill, what do you think about your guys' late game execution?
It was awful. I mean, we're up 4 with the ball. I mean, we get stolen and give up 2, and there's so many things about basketball that when you think about it. So we get stolen and we're up 4. We only had 3 team fouls. Could have fouled him on the way to the basket. Then, but kids don't think like that, you know. So that's okay. And then I don't know. I think maybe I can't remember exactly what happened next. If David missed a short one, I can't remember if they was in the game at that point. But then after that, it's an easy switch. And you're up 2 with under 30 left, so the worst you can do is play for the last shot to win it, even if they make a 2, and we let them shoot a 3. And then of course, we didn't shoot free throws well, but then we missed the front end. So it wasn't very good, obviously. I'm not sure a lot of that stuff you can practice, because Gillespie made a great play and missing the front end, and certainly you certainly can practice defense in certain situations. Up 3, under a minute left, if it's under 30, you gotta make sure they shoot a 2, just so you play for the last shot, and we didn't do that there at game point.
You mentioned your freshman Christian Brown on the ball. Just what do you think of his night overall?
I thought he was good. I thought he got off to a bad start, and I thought he was good. I thought Tristan did some good things too. They competed hard, and our bench hadn't been near as effective as what we had hoped it'd probably be at this point. So that was probably the best game that those 2 guys have played, at least collectively. So I thought they did some good things. I was very encouraged by that. Not discouraged at all. I hate we lost, but I'm not discouraged.
So is there a reason why number 1's been so hard to win?
They didn't have anything to do with this game. The reason number 1 supposedly, who, I don't even know if there is a number 1, but the reason why number 1 lost today is because they played a team that's really good and they're building, and they made more plays than that team did down the stretch. But I don't think it had anything to do with what anybody's ranked.
Ochai, you guys got down 8 and then just started driving it, found your offense that way. Was that an emphasis in that timeout?
Yeah. I brought the guys in, and I was like, just keep going downhill. That's what we were going to, and that's what was working, down the street. So.
Why was it working?
Just being more aggressive, really, going at them, getting charged, getting fouls and off of them. So.
Doak had his 4th double-double of the season, but he wasn't as efficient as he had been recently. What do you think? What do you attribute that to?
I thought Doak played fine. I didn't think he played with the activity level that maybe he's played with in recent games, but I don't know. We're just law of averages, probably. Not, I don't think there's anything to read into it.
Bill, they're obviously known as a very good offensive team, but their defense, you mentioned, is better than maybe anticipated. How effective was it going up this series?
How effective was their defense?
Yeah, I mean, in general, do you think they're underappreciated maybe for it?
Yeah, they are good, and that's not a big team, but they're big enough that they can switch. If you take away Gillespie out of the mix, and he's bigger than what you think, they're 6'6", 6'7" in all the other spots, and so it's a pretty easy switch on ball screens or whatever. I think they're good. I've always thought Jay's teams were, except for one game, was better defensively than offensively. I've always thought they were great on both ends, but I always thought they didn't give up easy baskets, and I think that's how you can tell if a team is a good defensive team or not. And I never thought that they did. And of course, in the Final Four, they were the best offensive team ever assembled for about 30 minutes. But they're sound on both ends. So.
Coach, you mentioned Tristan. I think he forced a couple held balls. Have you been seeing him kind of that activity level, him doing that more?
Yeah, he hadn't had as much of a chance to play here of late, but yeah, I think those guys are growing up and becoming more aggressive. So that was good to see today.
Dave, Coach said not discouraged, disappointed in the loss. You guys agree? Feel the same way?
Definitely. So we take this as a learning experience, and what we need to do and make an emphasis on rebounding, perimeter defense, communication, everything that we can take away from the game, we are, and just going to become better.
What was this place like for you guys to be as a road venue, and different than conference games, or some of your places you play in?
Like Coach said, it's the high energy, and of course we got all the chants and the boos, and that's the thing that we kind of like to see within playing an opponent and playing with their energy. We just would try to match that on the court, and we appreciate it, honestly.
Coach, you see Joel?
Yeah, I saw Joe.
Did he talk to you guys or no?
Yeah, he talked to us after the game.
Anything else?
Keep trying. Profound words of wisdom. So, all right, guys, thanks.